Hey everyone, I'm Roy with CMG Financial.
I'm Jennifer with South Real Estate Group.
And I'm Stacy with Redmond Davis Insurance.
And today we're here with another episode of Around Town.
Y'all.
Today we are here at Legacy Coffee in the Neapolis area in between Spring Hill and Columbia. And we're going to head inside and talk to the owner, Joshua. Come on in. Hey, we're here with Joshua at Legacy Coffee. Joshua, thank you for meeting with us today and agreeing to let us see your place and sit down and chat with us.
Absolutely.
So tell us a little bit about Legacy Coffee and how you came to be here in Spring Hill.
Gotcha. So we actually started as a food truck almost 6 years ago that I built from a flatbed trailer. My wife and I ultimately fell in love at a coffee shop. Had this idea that we wanted to start a coffee company. So it was something that was always a stir within both of our hearts to want to do because we just always loved how coffee shops have this innate ability to bring people together. So you could bring people from all walks of life, all backgrounds, and it's kind of like the gray areas become even more gray, and people are just willing to hang out with each other. They talk with each other, they laugh with each other. So I always loved that, and so it's always been a dream of mine to be able to have a place for people to come in and do just that, hang out, get really good coffee. So we built a food truck, and we did that for almost 2 years. We shared space with an incredible company in Spring Hill, Viking Pizza Company, let us use space with them for 2 years, and finally had the opportunity to bring our roasting facility into the same space with our shop. So one of the things that makes us very unique to the area and to coffee roasting in general is the fact that we air roast coffee versus drum roasting it. So coffee's a lot smoother. You got much lower acidity in your coffee. So for people that have like acidic problems with their stomach, you got to try air roasted coffee for that reason. You get
a lot of health benefits.
It's not necessarily a health benefit necessarily. That hasn't been scientifically proven. Can't say that.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, but across the board, air roasted coffee is a lot smoother and lower in acidity. So for people like my dad was drinking regular drum roasted coffee for a long time, switched over to air roasted coffee, and hasn't had problems at all with that acid reflux. But yeah, ask more questions, and I will answer as much as you want.
So speaking of the different type of coffees, what's the favorite coffee? What's the most popular coffee that people come to order?
The most popular espresso beverage that we have, because we do like regular drip coffee, and then we have espresso beverages. Espresso beverage, the most popular one by far is the Hillbilly Hipster.
I got it. She's behind the camera with the ice version.
And so it's a cinnamon honey bourbon caramel latte with butter caramel in it as well. And I don't know if people like the name more or like the drink more, but
probably both.
It is fitting. It was fitting enough that we made some T-shirts for it. So
awesome.
So you're not just coffee though, right? You've got some sandwiches or breakfast?
Mm-hmm. We do breakfast sandwiches. We do breakfast sandwiches from open until 3. And I love... You got to find a good balance when it comes to breakfast sandwiches. So we took naan, which is a type of flatbread. It's got a good softness to it, but a good amount of chew. So we take naan, we cut that up every day, and we make breakfast sandwiches with boar's head, meats and cheese. So we've got a bacon and cheddar, we've got a sausage and cheddar, we've got a chorizo and pepper jack, and all 3 of them are absolutely amazing. So
bacon, yes.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with
it's amazing.
Can't go wrong with bacon. So
right.
I'm gonna put you on the spot.
for sure, yeah.
So what is your favorite coffee?
My favorite coffee.
Depends on
Hot, iced, espresso, or drip.
Give us the rundown.
As far as iced coffee goes, our Ethiopia Guji, if you brew it and do it as iced coffee, it's really good. It's got kind of a blueberry note to it. As far as what I drink on espresso, it changes every day. I love the cardamom mocha. That one is pretty consistently a favorite of mine. Just like how the cardamom goes really well with the dark chocolate. And I'd usually, case in point, I'm drinking iced coffee.
Okay.
So, but if I'm taking something home, like whole bean coffee, I really like Asia Pacific coffee, so the Papua New Guinea is my favorite right now.
So lots of different origins for these coffees, huh?
Which is part of what, sorry, can I take it? Just a
Sure,
second?
go ahead, please.
What we wanted to do is we wanted to create an experience for people. So like right now, Evan is literally roasting coffee 10 feet away from us.
And it smells amazing.
So people get to come in, they can see the coffee green, we have it in our barrels. They get to get a little history of the origin of where it's coming from, and then watch the whole transformation take place. So you watch the coffee go from green, enters the roaster, it's bouncing around, air roasting. 15 minutes later, it's dropped. You see that really awesome golden brown color, and then you can drink it. So you're connecting people to the whole experience, and you see the art, and you know, it's like seeing finished painting and then seeing someone who's working on a painting. You connect more so to the person who's doing it. That was one of the things we wanted to do, was a lot of people to have that experience. You know, you can go to a lot of places and get great coffee, but we want people to experience great coffee. So
From
there's
start to finish.
yeah, and so when you know that there's a person behind the coffee growing, there's a person who's actually doing the roasting, there's someone who's putting a rosetta on the drink that you're gonna drink. We wanted people to be able to see how they're all connected, and that we care about every person within that story. And so that was part of why we were so excited about this space in particular, was you get to see it all. You get to be
I feel
transparent.
like coffee, I'm a coffee junkie, and I appreciate and recognize the different flavors you get, you know, the different palates you have. I like to compare it to like a fine wine, right? I mean, it's got a process, it has a life, it has an experience of its own.
Yeah.
And I think it's very exciting that you offer that all, in one place.
It's fun.
Wonderful.
So one last question.
Yeah.
What's the future hold for Legacy Coffee?
Future hold for Legacy Coffee. Well, for one, part of my wife and I's heart is we want to be able to donate $30,000 a year into our community. So from every bag of coffee that we sell, we take $1 of that profit and we put it, we donate those to local nonprofits. So the Well, the Pregnancy Center, Place of Hope, and so we've always been doing that, but it's much more small scale because we've been growing. So that is one of the big things, is that as we're growing, we're actually going to get a larger roaster, so we'll be able to do some wholesale. Make sure we're actually keeping coffee available, because right now we just run out quicker and we can keep it roasted. That's one of the big things, is that we want to be able to help to support those organizations who are, especially during this last COVID time, they've been hit really hard and have had an additional need. But they've always been working to create a quality of life and maintain a quality of life for people. And so we want to help those organizations that are already active in the community, and instead of trying to recreate the wheel, help to support them. So we ultimately do want to have our own building, larger roasting facility, a lot more seating, maybe a couple of tiers of patios, this, that, and the other.
Okay. That would be nice. Yeah.
So 10-year
A
goal is to
rooftop
be-
patio, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Something like that. And I would also really love to incorporate local wineries, distilleries, and the like in kind of a transition from AM to PM. So you can still utilize the space for events and things like that. Because we do bourbon barrel aged coffee, things like that. So, but highlighting and showcasing the local talent, because there's so much of it around here that people don't realize is available. It's like, hey, did you know that this guy does this? And they're like, no, you didn't. So we want to be able to do all that.
So what are your hours of operation?
Hours of operation are Monday through Friday from 6 until 4, and then Saturday 7 until 4.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I said Spring Hill, but we're actually in Neapolis, as I mentioned earlier. It's actually a Columbia address, correct?
Technically,
We're right
yeah.
here in between.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
right in front of Spring Hill High School. And what is the actual address, your physical address here?
2547 Nashville Highway, Columbia, Tennessee. So,
All right.
Nice.
Can people find you on social media?
if they try. Yes, absolutely. We're at Legacy Coffee Co., and that's for Instagram, Facebook, all the fun stuff there.
Okay, great.
And
So you need to go on and check out their Instagram and their Facebook profiles, and of course we'll be sharing this, and recommend you to share with your friends, and all come in and to Legacy and try out the coffees
yeah,
and
yeah.
snacks and
the
foods.
coffee that's in here.
Oh yeah, so they barrel it themselves.
And we're also going to be offering a gift card from Legacy. So make sure you like our post, share our post, and we appreciate all the support that we've gotten so far.
And say hi to Joshua when you stop in.
Yes.
All right. Well, come on out and support Legacy Coffee.
Thank you so much, Joshua.
Thanks,
we appreciate
guys.
your
Yeah,
time.
absolutely.
Thank you.
For sure.
If you own a Middle Tennessee business or run a local community organization and would love to be on our next episode of Around Town Y'all, give me a call at 630-670-1594. We'd love to have you on our next episode or a future episode.
Thanks for joining us at Around Town.
Bye, y'all.
Y'all.